In the pre-dawn darkness over Sana'a, the sky ruptures with fire. Homes collapse. Hospitals tremble. Lives, already fragile, are shattered in moments. This is not a war at a distance. It is the new frontline. And Yemen, long ravaged, has become a battleground in a regional conflict with echoes that reach far beyond its borders. Who and where? Yemen has been torn for years by civil war, famine, and external intervention. The northern provinces, including the capital Sana'a and Al-Jaf, are under control of the Houthi movement, which is backed by Iran. On the other side, Israel, now engaged in broader hostilities after its war with Hamas in Gaza, sees the Houthis as a threat, especially given their missile and drone capabilities and their targeting of Red Sea shipping and Israeli territory. The attacks, what happened? On September 10, 2025, Israel launched intensive airstrikes on Yemen, specifically targeting Sana'a and Al-Jaf governorate. The Israeli military said it struck military camps, a fuel storage facility, and the Houthi propaganda headquarters. Houthis' reports, however, point to damage and casualties in civilian areas, homes, a medical facility in Sana'a's Al Tahrir neighborhood, and government compounds in Al Hazm. Casualty tolls as reported by Houthi authorities, at least 35 killed, over 130 wounded. Why these strikes? Retaliation. The strikes come in response to Houthi drone attacks and missile launches aimed at Israel, including one that struck Ramon Airport in southern Israel. Houthis assert solidarity with Palestinians and readiness to act against Israel's Gaza war. Strategic pressure. Israel claims these airstrikes are to degrade the Houthis' ability to conduct such attacks, targeting their infrastructure, leadership, fuel supply, command centers. Regional escalation. The conflict is spilling over, becoming more than just Israel versus Hamas. Multiple countries are being drawn in, either through strikes, alliances, or strategic positioning. Yemen has become one front of a broader regional war. The human and regional cost. Civilians in Yemen bear the immediate brunt. Homes destroyed, hospitals hit, deaths among non-combatants. Humanitarian infrastructure is fragile to begin with. Each strike risks worsening famine, disease, displacement. Geopolitical ripple effects. Increased tension in the Red Sea, shipping lanes under threat, diplomatic fallout, countries condemning strikes, possible escalation in neighboring areas. Moral and legal questions. When does retaliation cross into disproportionate harm? What safeguards are in place for civilian protection? International law demands distinction and proportionality, but these are often hard to uphold in high-intensity conflict. You may include interviews with legal experts/humanitarian organizations here. What happens next? Israel has publicly stated they will continue striking any group using Yemen as a launchpad for attacks. The Houthis have vowed reprisals and claim their operations will continue until Israel's actions in Gaza cease or a broader ceasefire is reached. For Yemen, the war already long plagued by famine, economic collapse, and collapsing public services, further strikes risk pushing it past a tipping point. Aid delivery, healthcare, clean water, all are imperiled. Reflection. In the flicker of an explosion, the shapes of conflict shift. Borders of war redraw themselves in smoke. Political alliances reconfigure in urgency. Everyday people caught in the crossfire plead for relief. Yemen, already a crucible of human suffering, now stands at the threshold of even deeper tragedy. Will the region choose escalation or de-escalation? For those watching from afar, the lesson is stark. No war stays contained forever. The cost, from Sana'a to Gaza, from shore to shore, falls on all of us.